Morning, everybody. Grab a cup of coffee and a donut or three, and let's do some switching. Hi, everybody. We're going to switch the General Chemical spur and the team track. So I've got to pick up this lumber car. I've got to pick up the covered hopper, but I have to respot the tank car. So here are the two cars that I'm going to be, I need to swap out. So I've thought a lot about this, how the best way to do it. I think I'm just going to pull the spur and use the passing track and the spur to sort of sort cars, sort of like you get these layouts with, one switch. I'm going to sort of do that to get the cars in the right order. All right, now that you know what we're going to do, let me show you. This is narrating this on January 4th. First thing we're going to do is empty the spur. It's 37 degrees and I'm out on the back porch. Bundled up. Partly cloudy. See some blue sky here and there, but it's a chilly day. Got a winter storm coming in Saturday and Sunday. May get some snow. Depends how soon the rain changes to snow, but I might get the snow plow out. All right, so we're emptying the spur. We're switching the team track and General Chemicals today. Because I'm still supposed to be sort of limiting my movement. I didn't move the camera around much in this. I'll try to get back to normal videos here pretty soon. Leg is still swollen and stiff. They keep pushing me harder in physical therapy, so it's what they need to do, but it's not much fun. I'm going to drop the last three cars off that we picked up off the spur, and then we will spot the loaded covered hopper at General Chemicals. It's a little chilly. I got my car coat on out here. And a little breezy. Actually, the second time I narrated it because I had a little bit of changes with one of the animals that I'll talk about at the end. I might walk around the Garden Railroad while I'm doing this. Hopefully the wind noise doesn't get too bad for you. I'll re-record it again if it does, but I've not made any provisions to keep Ferdinand out of the Garden Railroad, so if I'm going to be plowing snow, I want to make sure I'm not plowing poop and snow, because he tends to use the Garden Railroad as a litter box in certain areas. I better check it. Yeah, I'll spare you the video of it, but at least he didn't cover the tracks this time. The next thing we have to do, again, this is sort of like a one of those one turnout layouts you hear about. Sort cars, we are going to respot the tank car. So I have a little bit of a confession here. You guys all know I use JMRI, and I like that it makes me use all of my cars. You know, I mean, I rotate all my cars through the layout. What I don't like is I tend to do the same thing over and over. I will always pick up 3 cars from wherever and spot 3 cars from wherever. I will always do like the multiple amount of moves. I have not figured out a way to vary the moves. If I reduce the number of moves, what it does, it cuts off one industry completely. It doesn't, spread them out between them. So what I'm doing is when I get the switch list, I'm intentionally holding out cars to vary the switching. So in reality, I should have put a different tank car in here, but I held it out. When I'm done with this video and the operation session, I'll just hand place the car in there. So it's more interesting for you watching, and it's more interesting for me switching too, to not just always pull everything and replace everything. I could go in and try to adjust the program, but I haven't figured out how to do it yet, how to get it to do what I want. So I'm hoping that the system will sort of figure itself out, fix itself, if I do what I'm doing now without making adjustments. It may or it may not. We'll find out. So the last thing we need to do is to spot the bulkhead flat car at the team track, the empty bulkhead flat car. My theory is there's a lumber company in town that does not have a spur, and that's what they are using the team track for. That's completely made up. I mean, the other industries in Chillicothe are real, and I try to do them as prototypically as possible, but there was a team track and probably received like box cars and things like that, but I don't have any information on what they actually used or what they actually received. I guess since this is the first video since New Year's Day, I hope everyone had a safe and happy New Year. Looking forward to continuing the videos in 2024. A lot of guys dropping out lately for various reasons. I hate to see it. Some of my favorites, like DJ and Holly Roy Smith's having some health problems. The guy that does Conrail in central New Jersey. So I intend to keep going as long as you guys will have me. On the bright side, my friend Fran, the 5-minute modeler, I've been encouraging him to do some operations videos, and he did one last night, switching a scrapyard. So I encourage you to check his videos, his layout out. He's got a very nice layout. Grand Trunk Western is what he models. That's what he grew up in Michigan, and so that's what he's familiar with, like most of us do. We model what we saw in our childhood. Okay, so we've picked up the cars from the passing siding, and now we're going to go pick up the 3 cars we left on the main. The dispatcher told us we've got a little bit of time, but there is a train coming. We need to clear the main and get back to the yard. Probably hear me pacing around the Garden Railroad. I have a guy that comes every New Year's Eve, lives a couple hours away, and we swap bricks. And so I'm putting away some of the bricks that I obtained from him. So when the train gets out of sight here, we'll end the video. Then I have, we'll talk about Chance for a minute. He's having some problems, and all you guys are interested in the animals. Unfortunately, he's having a rough go of it at the moment, so I'll sort of share you what's going on with him. Let me talk about Chance for a second. I've been struggling walking. This leg, or back leg over here, just looks like it doesn't move very well. And so we decided after Christmas we'd take him to the vet. So I took him Tuesday, and she actually thinks he's got a back problem. But gave some three types of medicine. Sorry, I had to stop there. My wife was sneezing. That was Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, he had a bad seizure. And Wednesday night, he couldn't walk at all. He was just dragging his legs along behind him. When he could stand up, very unsteady. Sometimes he'd actually sort of fall. He went out to go to the bathroom, and I had to go out and help him up the step. He couldn't make it up the step. So took him back today. Gave him a laser treatment. We're going to do a series of laser treatments, but he's not getting around too well. And so anyhow, just want to let you guys know about him. He's a good old dog, but he's had a rough life, and he's really feel sorry for him. Really it was sort of heart-wrenching, Wednesday night when he couldn't, get around. So everybody stay safe.